Now we are going to talk about QUADIFY mesh. Same box, we are drawing it again. So we'll press Q and you'll get QUADIFY mesh. So what this mesh do is it reduces the poly count of the object. So you're having a box like this and you don't need necessarily this much phases here. So you can apply QUADIFY mesh and you can reduce by 50% or you can reduce by 80%, which you can reduce by 80%, which it refrains. You can reduce the poly count by retaining its original shape. That's what Codify Mesh does. See, here now you can see only like less than 20 phases here, but it's retaining its original shape. So that is Codify Mesh. And next I'm going to talk about Turbo Smooth. So if I will apply Turbo Smooth on top of this one, and there is an option in the parameters called iterations. If you'll increase it to 1, 2 or 3, it smoothen that object. See, so that is turbo smoothness. For example, if you increase the percentage of codify, so if you will decrease the percentage of codify size to 30, because these two modifiers are connected now, you can see that according to that this getting smoothened. So if you'll make it 70, it will become like very round. So if you'll off this one, you will get only 2, 3, 4, 5 phases, and if you'll play turbo smooth, this is the result we are getting. So that's the main modifiers for the boxes, like creative boxes. So that's the main modifiers we talked about using boxes. Now I will tell the important modifiers which we are using while working with splines. So first modifier we are going to tell about the most important one in splines, which is called extrude. So once we create a rectangle or circles or any shape, and if you want to create a wall or a pillar or cylinder, you just draw the shape and you just press extrude and increase the amount how much you want, you will get it will get extruded. And if you will increase the segments, it will get divided into how much segments you needed. And there is another option called cap start and cap end. So if you will press cap start, you can see the bottom part gets opened here, and if you will press cap end, you can see both the parts, both the phases getting opened. So that's about extrude. Now we are talking about a modifier called sweep. So this is an interesting modifier actually. So for this one, what I'm doing is I'm creating a rectangle here. Imagine this is a ceiling, and we want to create a cornice around it, a design and imagine we want to create a ceiling design, a cornice around this one. So first we will apply sweep modifier. So in default there will be some built-in section presets, like now it is an angle, and if you will press bar, you will see a rectangle bar. Or if you want C channel, directly you have an option to select here C channel, so you can try in this one. Or if you want to, there is something called T section, there is I section. So there are default options you can get in this one. And there is another option below that called use custom section. So imagine you go into front view, and I'm drawing roughly a cornice here, a cornice design. So let's say we have created I'll just make it corner straight here. Okay, so let's say this is the shape you are going to use for the cornice. So once you have created the shape, you I'll just scale down the shape once more. It's like very big here. So once you select the rectangle, go to use custom section, press pick in below section. Now you pick the shape. So now you can see it is getting obviously this is not in the right unit scale, so you can see it very bulky. So you can see here the profile is created all over the surrounding or boundary or ceiling, you can say. So what all options we have is, if you want to mirror this one, you can mirror it on both the sides, either sideways or this way, both the sideways or both upside or downside, you can create it. Then you can offset it or increase the, you don't necessarily use this X and Y offset, because if you want to increase, you can increase in rectangle itself. And there is some option called pivot alignment. So if you click all the 6, 7, 9 options, what it does is, so if you press the top left corner, so the column options are the heights, either it is top or second in the middle or third in the bottom, and the row options will be like, it will be like going to the left, going into the left in the middle. So you can play with these options, and you can see which is the correct one fitting into the rectangle which you have created. So just try these 6, 9 points here. So that is about sweep modifier. Next we are going to talk about lathe modifier called lathe. So what is lathe? So what lathe does is, for example, if you want to create a if I want to create a flower vase here, so I'm just drawing a side. So if you want to create, so imagine if you want to create a flower vase, a shape of a flower vase here. So I will go into either front or left view. So I will take line option. I'll just roughly create a shape of a flower vase. So imagine something, a shape like this one. So once you apply lathe modifier, so default it will come like this, but not to worry. You just go into this arrow of the lathe, you will get axis. Just move around it one, move around the tool. Just go right or left, you will get some interesting. So now you got this one. So if you will rotate this by 90°, so you have created a shape of a big flower, big plant pot now. So you can increase the segment of this and make it smooth. So and the thing is that I'll be telling one more modifier with this one, which is called shell. So here we are seeing only one face for everything, for this all object. We are only seeing one single face for the all of it. So if you want to apply thickness for this object, there you apply shell modifier, and this is one of the most important modifier which we use. So see, now you increase if you will increase the segments of shell, oh sorry, if you will increase the segments of lathe, it will become smoother now. So now it will, so now you can see a properly given thickness to the object. So shell, you have the options called inner amount, where you can give the values inside the object, or you can give outer amount, where you can increase the outside object. Then you can make the corners straighten, not in every cases. Then if you want to select outer face, you can click by here. If you want to select inner face, you can click it here. Or if you can select edges, you can. So there are easy options for to get the selection. So there are three options here which make selection easy. You just try it out on the objects we are creating. So that's it about today's video. I hope you all like this video, and I don't want to make this video lengthy. For that the reason I'm not going into all the modifiers, because most of the modifiers we hardly use in everything. For architecture visualization, what all modifiers we talked about, and if I had missed out any modifiers, let me know in the comment section of feedback so I can make it into another separate video. Obviously I had checked, like, obviously I had seen a UV map and material and some modifiers like that, and I will be taking different videos about that. So that's the reason why I had skipped in this video instead of making it lengthier. So that's it for today's video. So I hope you are liking my channel and my video. So if you are having any feedbacks and things to improve in my channel or video, just let me know in my comment section of feedback. So I will come in the next video with a new topic. Thank you guys.